Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Slice and Dice. Let's do another basic run on hard here. I've been waiting for this one. Actually, I've been waiting for both of these. I like both of these curses. Let's go ahead and try early curses. So what this does is it gives you a tier 1 curse before fights 1 and 4. So it's kind of like instead of getting a tier 4 curse, you get 4 tier 1 curses. This is a really diabolical curse. I had to try it several times before I was finally able to win with it off camera. And the reason it's so difficult is that many of the tier 1 curses really don't matter, but then you always get like the one that's actually kind of a problem and you forget about it and it just destroys your life. So let's see, what do we got here? Okay, this one. I hate this one so much. This is so bad for a tier 1 curse. You think, oh, left side's sticky. Left side's the best side anyway. Well, not for all the heroes. It just completely screws over a lot of classes that have a situational or even a bad thing on the left side. So I'm really hoping I don't need to take this. What the hell is this? Cannot lock more than 3 dice. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. So you have the option of getting a random one, by the way, but that one's not too bad. Because remember, we can actually lock in the remaining dice with the done rolling button. So I am not super concerned about it. In fact, I mean, yeah, this is fine. So I don't necessarily like this heal. Oh no, this heal is totally fine. What am I talking about? Yeah, actually, I like everything here. This is great. So we're gonna need to put the shield on the ruffian so the ruffian can do this big pain side to attack this boar. And then we can actually heal it, and it's totally fine. Now you might say, but Papa Boris, you're an idiot because now the initiate dies and you can't do anything about it. That's true. Okay, all right. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to kill a rat and we'll kill... Oh, wait a minute. This is actually not easy at all because the initiate's still dying because the boar. Okay, we're gonna have to hit the undo button on this one. I'm okay with keeping the shield to save the initiate. I'm okay with keeping the mana on the initiate. And this is one of the scoundrels' only 2 sides, but we actually need to re-roll the ruffian to actually get something that they can play. That's not all right. We can't lock it. Oh, the curse! The curse strikes again. Oh, geez. All right, let me be a little frisky. We're gonna hit the boar, and I'll try to keep the rats at 2 because I can burst them to death, and then if I do, then I end up wasting the damage. Okay, so we could try this again. We would need the buckle to give us some defense. Oh, actually, the healing would have actually been pretty good from the healer too. Alrighty. Well, that's something. Okay, so we're going to not use this because that kills us. We're gonna go here. What is this? Set to 5. That still dies to that, unfortunately. Okay, so why don't we burst this? And then, oh, now we actually can't whack it. Oh my God, I am just a mess today. Oh geez, all right. This is incredibly stupid. Oh, this is actually dying to a rat? Oh my God, oh Jesus Christ. All right, well, you need to then kill the rat that's killing the ruffian, and then you can't use this die. Oh God. Oh my God, the early curses, these actually, I thought, because I played with slippery dice, you know, the tier 4 version, which actually, like, lets you only lock in 1 die, and I was like, hey, yeah, I made it through that, this will be fine. But, okay, that took like 3 minutes. All right, I'm definitely not doing this. It's just never gonna happen. And then let's take a look at our curse before we pick our level up. Spiky monsters? All monsters with 20 or more HP are spiky? Wait, that seems terrible. How is that only a tier 1 curse? At the end of the 3rd turn, 1 damage to all allies. That's fine. Okay, that's like an example of one of those not too big of a deal ones. Now, I love the armor. The armor has really good synergy with cleave sides, which we actually have, but I also love the druid. The mana, good damage and defense, we got a cleanse here, and I love this spell. I'm gonna grab the armor, and the reason is that if I don't take the druid, I might get to play with Vine, which is now becoming like my obsession. Now, the ruffian and the scoundrel both have a shot of being able to do cleave damage, which is good for me because I really want to kill that archer, so that I don't have to make the goblin die. Unfortunately, we don't have the Scorch spell, which could finish it off, but if we get the AoE side of the Scoundrel or this Cleave side of the Ruffian again, then the Archer will die, and then we can make the Goblin flee. All right, there it is. Okay, so that's going to kill the Archer, and that is not going to save the Initiate. In fact, the Initiate's being killed by this Goblin, so we actually need to make sure that we're killing everything here if we want to be done. This can only hit the Goblin. You know what? I think we sometimes just have to go for it, right? It feels weird, like, oh, I want to make the Goblin flee, but this just lets me kill the Goblin, and then I'll reroll so I can get some usable sides here. Those are the same sides, guys. That's not, nope, still no, okay, wow. So we do this, we do the AoE that kills the Archer and the Goblin. We can do that in order to let the bee suicide. In fact, we could even burst that bee and it's over. Okay, let's take a look at our curse before choosing our item. Bottom poison 1. God, that's not good at all. What the hell? Must be equipped. Add decay to... Wait a minute. What? Okay, I remember tier 1 curses not being this big of a deal. What the hell? Like, I remember the left side sticky being about as bad as it got. Jesus Christ. This is horrible. It uses up an item slot and makes all your sides decay, or the bottom heroes always, you know what, we're taking a random one. Surely they can't all be that bad. 3 pip pain. Add pain to all sides with exactly 3 pips. Well, okay, so don't play with sides that have exactly 3 pips, I guess, but it's kind of a problem because this armorer actually kind of likes that side quite a bit. Okay, well, I think it's still better than either of the other ones, to be honest. Now, I could take this, which copies the effects of tier 2 items, but you know what? We're going to roll the bones here. Let's just try to get an actual tier 2 item. We got powdered mana. Hey, that's great. That is a nice tier 2 item. Here you go, Scoundrel. Be less useless. Okay, strategy here, very basic, trying to kill the wolf. And why is everyone attacking the Ruffian, though? The actual hell is going on here. I mean, come on, honestly. All right, well, the armorer is gonna need to take some pain to attack that wolf. I don't wanna lock this because the Ruffian can't use the pain. That's good enough. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Now the wolf takes an extra damage from everything. In fact, this burst kills it. There might have been a more optimal way of, you're still dying. I'm 1 mana and 1 damage short of being able to knock out that goblin and end the fight. Okay, so is there some other way of getting this done? I mean, just if I try to do... No, the wolf is the one hitting the Ruffian the hardest. And if I only kill the wolf, then... yeah, then the Ruffian just still dies. And okay, you know what, screw it. You can just die then. You only have 4 HP. It's just starting with 2 HP missing. Not the end of the world. We can use these healing sides the healer loves to roll and has a gajillion of. Okay, I'm definitely gonna not do this. We have an extra bandit here on the hardest early fight for a bunch of garbage. Okay, no thanks. And our curse. Hero-sized. All hero-sized enemies such as wolf replace the left side. Like, this is the kind of thing I'm talking. Like, who cares? Yeah, you might not even roll that side, and there aren't that many hero-sized enemies. Must be equipped at exert. What? See, like, this is bad. You waste an item slot and makes your 2 left sides exert. Yeah, but this is no big deal. It's fine. Okay, we want things that don't have 3 sides, which we have here. I hate to take this and not have a chance at Vine. And the Scoundrel has a lot of blanks, so it'd be nice to replace, although the Fairy Dust is kind of making the Scoundrel okay. Normally, I would take the Spellblade. I love this Imbue spell, and I love the fact that you get mana, but I think we're going to grab the Fae, just because even though that does mean I'm not getting Vine, in this particular situation where I have the Fairy Dust compensating for the Scoundrel's uselessness, I want to have this weaken for this fight, where if the Alpha rolls its summon side, I can undermine it. Okay. Well, the wolf got its left damage side, so good job me. I'll keep the weaken, and we need to re-roll to try to not have the pain side. Come on, can you please just, oh, thanks for rolling a blank, thanks. So now we're gonna weaken this by 2, which reduces incoming damage by 2. We got a couple of mana. We can't kill anybody with it. I could circle to heal the Ruffian, but that doesn't really make that much of a difference. Okay. I could be trying to lean in on this gather thing more, because if you have 2 mana and 2 or more blanks, you generate mana with it, and then you can, you know, cast a bunch of bursts, I guess. Okay, You know, it's just a damage. You have a problem just rolling damn damage sometimes. Okay, this is actually all totally fine. So we're going to get one of your hurty sides. We're going to gather some mana. What's this? Ah, self-heal to all the sides doesn't really help. So we're going to hit the wolf. We'll burst the wolf to save the initiate. We'll use the shield to save that. And then... Is this the regen? Oh, this is boost. Hold up. I keep forgetting which one's which. Okay, so we're going to go... I don't want to boost you because you're not damaged. But we'll go here so that we get some extra mana. And then we'll proceed as before where we burst the wolf and use the shield to save the ruffian. Oh, hey, the lightning's about to hit. That curse is coming up. Okay, so that will not save the armor or the ruffian. So what am I doing with that? Well, that's the best I can really do. No. You can roll the weakened side. We're gonna do this, and we'll try to get a weakened thingy going. Okay, we'll take that mana, but then we'll still try to get a weaken. Didn't happen. Okay, this is gonna be a little scary. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna do this. You guys each need one more. You know what? There's a way to do that. I can circle so that when you guys do your stuff, you heal. There we go. There we go. And we have mana for next time. Perfect. We survived the lightning. Alpha's murdering everyone again. Terrific. Okay, this reduces the incoming damage. That is reducing incoming damage, and we're gonna roll to try the... Does the ruffian have like 5 sides with that? I feel like that's all he ever rolls. All right, we're gonna cheat the system by hitting the accept button, reduce incoming, do that, and then burst. So this alpha never rolled the summon sides, which I'm completely fine with. Now we're gonna try to do 6 damage and just end this. Worst case, well, it's not gonna be 6 damage now, is it? Unless I manage to pull off a big gather. Should I be trying to do that? Oh, I actually don't have that many blanks because all the scoundrels' blanks are emptied out. Oh, that was nice. Okay, this might get there. Let's reduce incoming damage. And then I can always use a burst to save you. But okay, we did enough damage that actually we do get the burst out. And he dies. Okay, Friendship Bracelet is fun. But I'm actually going to grab the Rejuvenation Wand. This has some late game synergy potential. Where there's an item that's like when you overheal an ally who's using that item, then it deals that overheal damage to the top enemy. So it has a potential to be useful later. It also means that I can more comfortably draft classes that have top or bottom blanks. At the moment, it's not doing much, but then again, the Friendship Bracelet wasn't doing that much either, so I'm not that bothered by it. Now, the Bandit will flee if you kill an adjacent monster by 2 or more, and that means that the Ruffian's Pain side could actually maybe get there. Did you roll the left side that does 6 damage? You sure did. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is maybe armor up and hit the ogre just to block incoming damage by 2, or maybe to save the scoundrel. Now I could have locked those, I didn't want to. I wanna try to find the barrel kill. Okay, now you're suddenly feeling shy and don't wanna roll it, ass wagon. Okay, so do I weaken this? No, let's armor this right here because the scoundrel's actually dying, so the armor actually helps, and we can do 2 damage to everybody. And I think I don't want to trigger the ogre, so we'll reduce incoming damage by 1, and we'll just do a little chip on the barrel here. So now if the ruffian does get that big damage thing, it can whack the barrel and make the bandit flee, although it actually kills the bandit because it explodes, so not maybe my smartest thing of all time. Well, I guess that means these 2 dice will just kill the barrel, and then that will also kill the bandit. It will trigger the ogre, so I guess some healing? No, a shield is good, and then we'll see what happens here. This boost on either of these doesn't really work because it makes the barrel vulnerable, so the barrel's dead anyway. It's like this. I need to boost your mana gain so we can actually just kill the ogre and not die. Okay, you know me, I don't like the Trapper, but I also don't like the fact that the Jester, my beloved Jester, has a pain on this side. You know, I'm still gonna take it. I just love the Jester, what can I say? And it does mean I don't have these unless I want to replace my mana wands with healing wands. I don't think I want to do that, so we'll just pass here. Okay, gotta kill the War Chief as soon as humanly possible because it's raising the pips on his allies. Oh, the pain, literally. Well, this is damage. It's about as much damage as you'll do. And then we'll get the vulnerable side. Do I want to keep this? I don't think so, because I'm not... If I'm using this to hit the War Chief, then I'm not weakening someone who's killing the Ruffian. The Ruffian's dying because of these goblins. I need to kill the War Chief, right? But this only works if the Ruffian actually rolls damage. Okay, so we're gonna need to re-roll this. Ah, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And now, hold on, we vulnerabilize the War Chief, hit it for 3, and then this kills it. Now, I could have flicked it. Hold up. I should actually be flicking it. That just makes sense, doesn't it? So we flick first. Well, yeah, we flick. Then we vulnerable. Then we kill it. Then everyone's alive. Great. Oh, and we can actually burst the goblin to death and win in round 1. Terrific. Okay, ladder, replace middle side with a here above's base side. All these that I just don't ever care about. Oh, I could put it in the scoundrel and get an extra cantrip. Or golden cup. Empty max HP and max stored mana. So removing limits on how much healing a character can get, as well as how much mana you can store. I'm just gonna get a random item. It could be a tier 4, which would be nice. It's not. Middle side with with shield 3 bloodless, which is +1 pip for each damaged enemy. That's okay. Oh, that does mean it'll have pain though. No? It doesn't have pain? Oh, because the pain curse only applies to base sides. Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so these militia, gotta keep an eye for the opportunity to make them run away with shields, especially on the ruffian. That would be good. Okay, well now we have enough shield to get the ruffian to go. And I guess that would mean that this militia's running. I don't think any of these are that great, really. This is just 1 damage. I'd rather get mana, honestly. Okay, well, it didn't happen. So, we do what? Oh, I should have kept the cleave, because that would have made this one-shot the militia. Ah, yes, I missed that opportunity. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is flick the shade for 2 damage, hit the militia who's not being shoved away. Now this bloodlust shield by itself makes that militia run. Very good roll there. And then there's no need to commit the mana, so we'll pass. Oh, that was actually really nice that the shade was actually attacking the ruffian. Oh, that did double duty. Okay. So here, this will actually kill the shade if I can make the militia run. Which I can. So I'm just going to do this. We can do that and this. And this. Plus 2 bursts to make the militia run. And that just one-shots the shade. I didn't end up using the boost. Okay. Well, you have no... what's your face? 3 pip sides. You do. And this is still good synergy with the armorer. So yes, I will take the ranger. So the scoundrel, I guess we'll put the mana item on our mana character. Sarcophagus. I might be able to get the sarcophagus depending on what I can get with the ranger. If I can use those cleave sides with the ranger to pick out these off, then that would actually be very effective. Okay, we're gonna do this combo here to kill a gnoll. We'll take some mana, though that does mean that you're dying. But yeah, it's a problem because you're dying and you're dying because of the sarcophagus. Well, I guess you can always burst afterwards, but then what did you really accomplish? You gained a net mana, basically. Well, I guess a mana's a mana. So do I do this? It doesn't do damage to the gnolls, but it does take off... Nah, that's stupid. I should roll for your big side to try to kill a gnoll. Actually, this will save the Fae, the Jester, so I'm gonna just do that. Okay, so the plan here is we do this to save the Jester. Now the Jester's just going to 1 HP. And now we can do this to kill a gnoll. I could actually damage the other gnoll, so if this does 5, it completely blocks all that damage. We kill this thing. We're up, it's gone. And what else? I mean, I guess I could have flicked that gnoll before shooting it. So yeah, we'll do it like this. And that. And I guess I might as well kill this gnoll so it doesn't do 5 damage or 3 damage to the armor. Okay, well, we actually have a turn here where we can just go after the sarcophagus depending on what it does. Okay, thankfully not targeting the Jester. I'm very relieved to see this. This is kind of a garbanzo bean thing. I don't really care about any of those dice. All right, let's weaken the incoming damage. It actually saves the armor. We can do this again, provided we get some mana or a better shield. It's a little risky. You know, I might not get it, but okay. This doesn't work now, does it? Shoot. Crud. Well, that was a bit of a wasted turn, unfortunately, because I can't do this without the Jester dying. Slight change of plans. We're just gonna go for surviving and not care about getting this item. I just hope it doesn't summon anything. Okay, so we just need to survive. Jester's dying to the lightning. I think that's effective. Heal 1 would make the shield more effective. Jester needs to not have the pain side. You should try to get your shield, I guess, because it doesn't really matter what else you get. Okay, it's mana. I'll take it, and then we're gonna reroll. All right, I don't know if I can actually save everybody here, but let's see. If I do this and this, we can circle, and then that. No, that is not good at all. That's still 2 people dying. Okay, what about this? This and this? Good, but then the Jester dies. The poor dead Jester, 1 mana away from having enough to burst protect themselves. You could do this to have the Ruffian die. Problem with the Ruffian dying, though, is that the Ruffian has this side that would be great to use, and it's much harder to use if you are lower on HP to start. So we're gonna just flick this thing to be petty, get it down to 9 HP, but on the fact that I didn't do 9 more damage somehow, and then wrap it up. Whiskers. 3 right sides with 1 damage range copycat, 1 damage copycat, and shield 1 copycat. This is very bizarre. Or Demon Eye. Oh, well, we already have pain on that side. No, I'm just gonna take a random. 1 HP for each vowel in my name. So 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Okay, we'll go for the Ruffian. It actually helps a lot. It helps this item be usable. All right, we're gonna look for range damage from our ranger to work on this sniper. There we go, that one-shots the sniper. Boost on this does a good job hitting the imps. And then do I save that stuff? Ooh, this is nice. Oh, I can't save it. All right, could I use this? Well, if I got the boost, it wouldn't actually work because it would also boost this and it would still have pain. I could use this to give you armor, which does not boost it because it's not a damage side. Okay, we'll try this. So I can do this to save the Jester from the pain of his own mana. Then we one-shot the sniper to save the armorer. We boost the Ruffian to do 1 damage to the grave and 2 to each imp, which means I can actually flick an imp. They're identical, same attack, same target, to kill it. And then also I can just burst the other one to death. Okay, so now all we have is a grave summoning bones, and of course it'll just die to the splash damage from the bones and my relentless assault, or so I optimistically think. Okay, we just need some damage here. Damage. I guess this is damage. I guess I actually, hold on, I might as well keep the damage and then just reroll, looking for more damage. Okay, that's more damage. Terrific. So let's pump it up. And that. There was a way to do that better. There. All right, I'm gonna take a quick pause here. Okay, I'm gonna grab the scrapper here just because I simply don't like the collector very much. It's one of those things where I have a prejudice against this class, so I'm almost always gonna take whatever else. Now I could actually, I guess, take a random. Do we have? Oh, everything else is already a tier 2. Oh, interesting. So if I take a random, it's guaranteed to be a yellow. The scrapper does have decent synergy with the armorer because the armorer can buff this, which gives a shield, and then buff it again. I guess that only gives it a +2. It's not actually that crazy. These do have good damage synergy with the ranger, who can damage 3 enemies at once. Okay, we'll take the scrapper instead of going random. I think we have some synergy here, so it's worth it. Now this is what, 2 vowels, 2 vowels, 3 vowels. So that's the most HP I can get. And you have a pain side. I could give it to the Jester just for 2, because the Jester also has a pain side. Oh my god, these golems didn't roll the thing for shields. Unbelievable. I just can't believe it. That's incredible. All right, great. We have one-shotting a bones. We have the pain train. And do I want this? I'm actually not damaging that many things, so I think yes. I guess this saves the ranger, gives +1 damage to the scrapper. We'll try for the bigger shield. Okay, now I'll stop trying. Okay, so we one-shot a bones. I guess we one-shot a bones that, what, either hits a golem or 2 other bones? I could actually buff this and do 6 damage to a golem, but I think we need to get cracking on these bones here. Okay, let's go ahead and save the ranger and splash the bones, because that allows me now to kill another bones. And if I flicked, this one would already be dead. Okay. Yeah. That means I need to back up, actually. Pain train for the jester here. So we flick that one. We splash. And we splash. We heal back some of the pain, and then we're going to pass here. Okay, so when the lightning strikes in the 3rd turn, the jester's in great danger. All right, well, the jester's in great danger now. Terrific. Okay, this is very ineffective against the golems. This does not really save the jester. I guess I should try to be getting either, what, that, and this is actually ineffective here. Gonna be tricky to save our old friend the jester here. Let's see, can we just kill this blue one? I guess that's the big question. So if we flick it, do 4 damage to it, do this, that's the last 2. And then the armorer can take a punch, that's fine. We will burst once to prevent mana burn. I guess it's not burn, it's just drain. Oh, hey, it ran off, nice. Crystallize, stasis to all sides. There is some merit. It would make these single uses stick around. Early grave, okay. So it's either taking crystallize and then maybe planning to try to get like the artificer, or, you know, just, it has some value. It makes you immune to weaken, for example, or trying a random. I think I like crystallize enough. Just, I like it that I'm willing to take it. Okay, this is gonna be a lot. I guess I was actually expecting it to be worse. That this could have been a lot worse. We're gonna go ahead and keep this for the ghost, because that reduces the incoming damage by 1 and takes off a poison. All right, that's not instantly killing anything, but it does a lot of damage. It's 4 damage. And, I mean, do I keep this? I think this is a situation where I could damage, like, 2 things. So one of these would be good, and I have 2 rerolls because I rolled a reroll. If I only had 1, I would have kept it for exactly to avoid this thing. I'm going to roll, and we'll try to get, well, anything that's not a blank. Okay, we got that. That's totally fine. Okay, so we weaken the ghost. Now, it'd be nice to kill this Sudul, but I don't think that's going to be easy to do. We can, I guess, flick, like, well, somebody. And now I can, like, hit you. Yeah, still, it's only 4 damage. It's just not happening. Unless I flick that one, right? If I flick that one... Aha, yes, okay. And then go up to 4 damage. I can kill it to save the ranger. We have a big block here, 2 bloodlust sides. I'm not a big fan of the fact the armor's got 2 poison, but the armor does have, you know, a bunch of HP. Is this an HP item? What is this? Oh no, that's not an HP item. It just has 12 HP. Okay. We have a lot of poison coming in here, and my magicians are dying. No one... Oh no, there is still this Sudul right here. This is obviously an instant keep. And that's huge. Actually, we're just good with everything here. I could have tried rolling to get some better sides than that, but I think it's actually just fine, because now we can damage the last Sudul, do 5 damage to one-shot the ghost and bypass the immunity HP, and then have this big shield to just save. Actually, little inefficiency. I can save first to get that last extra HP there. Perfect. Okay, so now the Sudul and the Sudul die. None one on my team dies. Yeah, now we just need to kill a carrier, which just means dealing 4 HP. It's not a huge deal. Okay, ranger's dying to poison and the lightning damage, but again, 4 damage. We already have 2 of it. Yeah, we're good here. Barp and Blarp. Okay, we got our friend the witch. There is a pain side here, which is super annoying. And that, shutting this off, that's not good. I mean, if the witch includes herself with the cleave, she doesn't take net damage, and I love salve, and I love cleanse. Man, that's a tough one. Poet's not my favorite. and don't entirely understand how to use this effectively. But, I mean, we got a bunch of shield, got big shields, just tons of shields, basically, and a smidgen of mana plus a weird spell. You know, that's fine. It does go well with the Scrapper to have, like, a shield cantrip, a shield thing. I mean, 4 of these sides do shields, and I have synergy with shields, so we'll take it. It is weird that our HP... Oh, no. We did have an HP item, right. But this is only now going to be 2 HP. I don't think I'm doing better than 2, am I? Yeah, it's just 2 all across the board. We'll do that. And then I actually don't want this anymore, not on my gray character, so that is going to have to sit out. Hold on. We have stasis, and we have huge heals that we can make permanent. Am I willing to give up mana for that, though? That's the big question. What if I did that and this? Giving up mana generation in exchange for wands that heal for a ton. I mean, I am making up for the mana. I got a little mana here, a little mana here, a little mana here. Granted, this mana only happens if I fail to roll a damage side. We'll try this. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I mean, having repeatable 10 heals seems like it might be okay. All right, so that's fine. I think we'll damage people. I'm just gonna... There we go. Now we can damage 3 things, and this will be 4 damage, which one-shots of bones. This is just 2 shield. I could boost this to do... Well, okay, I need to actually protect the Fae here. I mean, I'll probably get there. All right, we're gonna be aggressive. We'll take the pain. It boosts this shield, which really saves the Fae. Now we damage 3 things. This is a one-shot on a bones. I guess I'll kill the new one, because trying to maximize splash damage. And then what? I suppose we should have flicked somebody, like this bones right here. The issue, though, is that if I do that, then I don't actually need to protect the Fae. Okay, so who would I shield then? I guess the poet themselves? So now we flick, do damage, one shot, kill off that with splash, and I wish I could hit the Lich because that would completely negate the attack, but unfortunately I did not have enough to get through all the bones so I could hit the Lich. So we'll just stop a damage on the Scrapper. I guess we'll stop all the damage on the Scrapper. There's no reason really to take it, I suppose. So now everyone's weak. The Ranger in particular is really neutered by weaken. But still, it's only 1 damage. And, you know, it could be worse. 1 shield to everybody. I think I'll roll. Okay, so... I wish I actually had mana here. Although it would... Oh, no, yeah, the Jester's immune to weaken, so it would actually have worked. Okay, well, we can still, like, have this do a damage by shielding the Scrapper. And that just might be the best I can do here. So we can, like, not even kill this bones. Yikes. That sucked. Alright, and we're all weakened again. It's a very annoying die. But, okay, if we can kill this bones, and if the Fae can roll... Nope, never mind. The weakened side it doesn't work because it's weakened and I can't cleanse it. Okay, we got Bloodlust at least. That's something. Everything else does... You know what? It's just saving 2 damage. Fine, I'll save 2 damage. Alright, we got a shield. Woo! And another shield. Hooray! Okay. This is inefficient, but we killed the bones. And I would have actually liked to hit this Lich so that I could summon another bones. And what would that have done? That would have done nothing, actually. Okay, we're summoning more bones. You know what? I'll take bones over this weakening. Apparently my party is extremely weak to being weakened. So, I'll take some bones here so I can actually use my attacks. Thanks. Okay. It's awkward. I would like to have done damage with something other than this so I could have dealt 2 damage to the bones with that, but, you know, we'll take it. Oh no, what am I doing? I can do that. Yeah, that's the whole point of my move. Okay, there we go. Wish I could have flicked it first, and we'll heal the Fae. Well, I'm giving back the most HP to the Ranger, actually the Poet. So we'll just do the move that gives the most HP instead of healing the most damaged person. Back to the weakening! Oh, goody! Now, if I have good rolls here, I could potentially kill all these bones and hit that with a weaken. It's not impossible. And fine. This is a 3 damage combo right here. I'm looking for the weaken. Looking for the weaken. I never roll it when I want to roll it. It just never happens. Never have I ever rolled that when I wanted it. All right, so we will do this, that, kill here, and I don't have splash or anything like that. So I guess I really should just like do this, which increases that damage. So I can use this to one-shot a bones, and then I can use this to kill off the other bones, like so. And then everyone's weak. So we're neutered for a turn, and you're gonna keep on doing it. God, this thing is just gonna nickel and dime me with these damn weakens. Now, of course, I roll this. That's just terrific. Okay, I can't keep the pain on the Jester. It's too much pain. Too much pain. That curse has like been the worst curse. Okay, so we can't use that. I can give you a shield so that this does a damage. This will heal, I guess, the Fae, even though, yeah, it's just fine. We'll heal the Ranger just to produce more total healing. God, the Lich has rolled that so many times. Only a third. Can you please petrify somebody? Summon bones? Anything? Okay, thanks. We'll heal the Fae. We'll give people a shield that they don't need. What am I talking about? That does a damage. Oh my god, it does a damage! If I can get a shield, that would be great. Nope, no shield, fine. Oh my god, this is one of the most embarrassing fights I've ever had. Who knew that a global weaken 1 would screw me over this bad? Alright, we finally get to heal and generate mana. We will roll that, trying to get the one shot on the bones, and this actually is fine. Either I can combo it for damage with the Scrapper, or I'll just protect the Ranger with it. Okay, well that is that. So we can one shot one of these bones, which generates another bone. We generate some mana. We can now buff this up, so splash, or so it just kills that. And that means that what I should have done way back at the beginning is flick this one, so that when this one dies and its replacement comes out and I kill... Why is it only 3? Oh, because right, okay. I'm good at this game. I am so good at this game. You have to do this first, then flick, then kill, and then one shot, and then this is a really mediocre heal. It was a heal too. Okay, but thankfully it's just the Scrapper who's petrified. Petrified is fine because it only screws over one character instead of screwing over my literal entire party. And I mean, I'll take anything here. I don't even need the healing. Yes, I would have rather those all be single mana, honestly, than 10 heal. Oh, look, I can do that? Fine. All right, so we'll heal here. Get a big ol' blarp. Oh, it still summons the bones, eh? Okay. Well, there we go. You know what? I had that thing, the shield. Oh, but I didn't have mana to cast it. Never mind. All right, what are you? Cantrip to the rightmost side. I got a lot of blanks on the rightmost side. That'd be a little bit of a gamble. And I don't understand this. I don't get this thing. Shield 1, repel. This is, I guess, good if you can buff it. If you have, like, a buff, right? Because then you can shield for a bunch, do a bunch of damage, go again if it kills somebody, go again if you rescue somebody. You know, if I had a class that, like, cared about, like, replacing the left side, you know, that's, like, a useful thing to have. I'm just going to take a random here. +1 pip to all heal and self-heal. Okay, well, that's actually really good because we have this. So now we can boost 2 and mana 2, which I guess I'll keep the ones now, seeing as how I have gotten a boost to my mana generation over here. All right, you guys are going for the weak ones, hey? Okay, we'll do 4 damage. I will gamble a bit that I can charge this up with some mana. The weaken is not effective here. This is not super effective here. But I'll keep it because, well, no, I have 3 rerolls. No, we'll roll for the shield side. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do a good combo with it because I might need to use this to protect one of the people who's dying, but Let me try this out. Let me give this a shot. Obviously, taking 3 damage is not the greatest when I'm already in pain. But if this targets the Jester, then it's kind of like free because the mana boosts the shield, so it gets back the health that was lost. The question is now if I can save the Fae or not. And the answer is, well, I'd basically have to kill the Spiker, wouldn't I? So that's obviously not going to happen. I mean, oh no, I didn't have to kill the Spiker. If I could have burst twice, that would have done it. But as it is, I did not. So something's got to give here. I mean, yeah, the Poet needs to protect the Fae. Yeah, that's the problem. If this didn't have pain, I could do this, burst to save the Jester, and then the Poet could save the Fae. So something's not working here. But the Scrapper and the Ranger can't exactly save the Jester either. Maybe what we do here is we need to re-roll this side, because this side is ineffective. And I could try to get the mana? Yeah, right. The mana basically is a 2 shield to self, and that's what I was missing. Okay, so my line worked as long as I could have mana. All right, didn't roll it. So the classic tale as old as time here. I guess if we, let's try boosting this by 2. Can I just one-shot the Caw? Is that what happens now? Ah, it is. Okay, that was actually, I should have been rolling for that. I should have seen once I had this die that this would have been good. I should not have just rolled blind until I got it. That was kind of embarrassing. I didn't see that. Okay, so now we can use the shield to save the Fae, flick Spiker, and sure, you'll take 2 damage to do 2 damage to the Spiker. That seems reasonable. Okay, the Ranger's now dying. Obviously, that's 2 damage. Fine. This is it's just 2 healing because it's mana, and when you're generating 2 mana, it can be 2 damage or 2 shield. This is fine. It saves the Ranger, gives a +2 bonus to that. That means I have to keep a blank though for my Jester. Final roll. Well, that's sort of silly. I know I'm risking a blank with that. Okay, well, we'll do what? We'll do this. We'll heal you. We'll heal you. We'll do damage. 1 damage away from bursting this thing to death. If I had clinked, would that have done it? I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, we should be fine now. So there's lightning damage happening this round, but I mean, clearly we can do 3 damage. It's, I guess, a little tricky because you have to be able to hit it without dying. But that's fine. Clink! Clank. Ah, I do not want to trade my stasis for random tier 3 items, so we decline, and we get a level up. All right, we're looking at a captain or a prophet. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, prophet. Okay, so we have this, which is pain, unfortunately. But the others are not. These are really good. You can always use them. And then we have mana. This is actually 3 mana gain. I think we're doing it. As cool as it would be to have a yellow class with this, because that's 2 damage if you combo it with the Ranger's Cleave, and we got big shields. I really hate this ability. It's just hard to use. This is pain, and this increases to 6 damage to myself if I actually take advantage of the focus. So we'll keep the Prophet. The rescue healing side isn't even like the most important side. It is clutch sometimes, and it sucks that I'm not going to get to use it, but I got these wands over here for healing. Hopefully healing's not that huge of a deal. And generating 3 mana and having just 6 unconditional, basically shield, because I can use it to heal, quote unquote, somebody who's getting killed, is very effective. Like right there, we'll just, Prophet saves themselves, great. We'll do this to damage everybody so the Scrappers thing is good. We'll keep the pain, and then we'll roll those, trying to find that. Okay, terrific. So you're getting hurt the most, you can do that. We'll put this here, because you have a bunch of HP. You're gonna have still 7 HP left over, but the Jester's taking some pain. Now we're gonna flick somebody before we, well, I don't have to. I mean, I could do a Soothe to put on some regeneration, but I think that's a little bit aggressive. Let's just flick the slate, which I guess doesn't have to happen first, so we can work this thing down. And I am going to hit, oopsies. I am gonna hit this alpha, try to work it down. I'm not gonna kill it now, obviously. If I had, I would have needed a lot more mana to finish off the slate, so we're gonna let this be. Okay, I hope these alphas don't go crazy summoning wolves. Okay, they're going crazy summoning wolves. At least it's the already damaged one. But I've got a lot on my hands here trying to, you know, stop this from killing my Jester. Okay, so we do that. I think I can't afford to do this, but yeah, we'll keep that. That's fine. It'll save the Jester. This does 4 damage to the wolf. Works for me. And I just keep rolling that pain side. Okay, well, I rolled it so many times. Let's see. Can I clink here, maybe? That would actually one-shot the wolf. The issue is, what exactly do I accomplish by doing that? It's really just doing 2 extra damage to the wolf. I could have accomplished that with a burst. Yeah, that doesn't actually work. Okay, so we are going to just, what, flick? No, I can't. Flick, and these are anti-synergistic. So we do this. While everyone is damaged, we whack this alpha for 5. And, I mean, yeah, we gotta just stop this wolf summon, right? And can I do this? Is there any world where I can do that? Yes, apparently. All right, we're gonna brute force it. Killed off the wolf and the alpha. Now the disadvantage is that my Jester is very weak. Please don't hit the Jester. You're hitting the Jester! Oh God, why are you hitting the Jester? And now this is ineffective because it really burns the Prophet. I still can't use this mana very well. Crudscapes. Okay, well, this is good. That helps work on the slate. This saves the Jester. So we need to kill the slate, and then we save the Scrapper. But right now, we're not killing the slate at all. The Poet needs to roll something. All right, this actually is fine, because I can use this little shield to save the Jester. I can use this healing wand to help the Scrapper. And I guess the Prophet also has to... well, that's silly then. If the Prophet has to do this, then I might as well put the healing where it heals the most, like right there. God, that is pretty good. If I could kill the slate, I would, but I have no mana, so we're going to send our 3 damage at the alpha. Let everything happen. Everyone survives. Maybe I can get 2 damage done to the slate. In fact, now I feel some urgency to do that. The Ranger's multi-shot would actually be better because it would hit the alpha as well as the slate. I'm going to keep this wand. There's just a lot of damage going around here. Do I risk a blank? I'm not going to risk a blank. Like, yes, it would have been nice, of course, to do a damage to the alpha. But honestly, like, it's fine. Oh, I need to actually hit the alpha first so I can take advantage of the bloodlust. And then we flick it to death. We'll just kind of heal wherever there's the most need. And I cannot quite kill this alpha. But no one's dying, so I'm just going to burst for the damage. Oh, and it runs. Great. Pocket Mirror. Copy left side onto rightmost side. Oh, if only I had taken rightmost side as cantrip. What a glorious thing that would have been. Okay, well, I actually don't have that many great uses for this. I can add an extra mana cantrip. This I don't want to do because it's, you know, pain. I could get another... Actually, that's pretty good. Get an extra one of those instead of, you know, this mana thing. Or I could copy this, which is good early in the... You know what? Here. What's the other item? Ornate Hilt. Self-shield to all damage sides. Well, that's tempting. The Ranger would get a lot of protection because they're pretty much always doing damage. And then the Scrapper would get really big shields. Oh, man. That's a tough one. These are actually both good. I'm not going to take a random because I do feel like one of these has to be it. This is good right now because it doubles my odds of getting this and putting out big damage immediately. Later, how good is the Pocket Mirror? It seems a bit marginal. It gives me, I guess, more chances of rolling cantrip mana, which you know, is pretty good. Doubles my chances of getting cantrip mana. It's pretty solid. All right, fine, we'll take it. And we'll put it here, but I got to remember to move it onto the Poet afterwards because in the final fight, you know, that yellow side is just 2 damage. Wow, no one's dying. Okay. This would be way cooler if I was actually, you know, getting... What's her face? Cleanse, so I could get rid of all this poison. But I have no cleanse. I could soothe. Soothe actually does cancel poison, or 1 poison. I might do that. So I'm willing to try to get mana. Oh, this kind of hurts. Because I do want to keep this side. But this side is not very good at all. Okay, yeah, I mean, so much as it sucks, I think I just got to do it. So we're going to generate mana so that we can buff the Scrapper, have this do 6. That one-shots the Ghost. Okay, that stops some poison. And then I can do 4 damage to a snake. I guess we'll do one of the ones that's doing 2 poison, or the one that's doing 2 poison, and I guess I can flick it, even though it's after the fact. That's pretty effective. This does nothing, unfortunately. But that was a good turn. So I cut back the poison that's coming at us. The character who has 2 poison is the one that has a lot of HP, the most HP, in fact. No one's still dying, so we'll keep that, obviously. That 3 mana is a little bit aggressive here. All right, Bloodlust is probably okay. And then this wand. Okay, we'll do this. So we'll heal you. This is a huge shield, which actually doesn't do much because the Scrapper doesn't have the thing. Oops, that was silly. Okay, well, we'll do that. And then we can, what? This and flick another one to death. I suppose I'll just kind of spread some damage around so that this does the most to the Basilisk before being petrified. Or maybe we just kill the snake. Hold on, did I need to actually boost then? I did need to boost. Okay. And then we flick that snake to death, and this does a modest 2 healing. Okay, so we have lightning damage coming, but I guess this fight's gone pretty well because no one's really that close to dying, other than, of course, this Basilisk killing my Jester. So this is just 2 damage now, but you don't have anything better, so I don't need to keep that. You don't have any blanks, so I don't need to keep you. That is 3 mana, and then everything else kind of stinks, so we'll roll. That saves the actually, hold on. This saves the Jester, so I don't need to do anything else. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna get 3 mana, huge damage, kapow, and that's that. Okay, so I didn't actually need the Jester to be saving themselves. All right, Leader's got 2 pain sides, Wizard has none. I don't really understand this side very well. I guess it combos okay with the Scrapper. Yeah, so we'll do that. Unfortunately, I don't have one of the really good items to synergize with the Wizard, and I don't want to give up a shield and a mana for this healing wand. So this actually is worth putting stasis on. It gives perma boost to a character, so like the ranger can get +1 to all their stuff, or the poet. I mean, you can, the possibilities are endless. Even the wizard on themselves would be pretty effective with it, but I just don't have a place to put these wands, and that either. Okay, so I didn't really get the synergy for that healing wand, neither in the form of a character with 2 blanks, nor in the form of like that one item that makes overhealing cause damage. Can I afford to take this mana? I would need to save the poet. All right, I'll try it. I do want to get mana. Mana is good. This is what? I mean, that kills the archer. But the multi-shot could kill the archer as well if I beefed it up. So we'll try this. I'm not putting shields on the Scrapper, so I don't think I want to keep that side, even though I ended up getting shields. Okay, this actually works out great, because what I can do is this, and then that charges up my shield, so we get this. Now I can do this for 2 damage, so it kills off the archer like that. And then, do I want to inspire here? That would let me do this again, and it would let me permanently boost someone's sides. The wizard has no blanks, so that would be like the safest. Actually, you have no blanks either, and that would help you do more damage to the Troll King. Yeah, we'll try this. It would help you, here would help generate mana. Nah, we'll go here. That seems fine. Well, then if I was gonna do that, I should do that first, shouldn't I? So that happens. This, then this, and then that. It really only affects the Troll King, but that's fine. Okay, you know, it's fine. I guess I'm a little nervous with all this missing HP, not having healing wands anymore, and maybe I should have a heal 10, repeatable heal 10 instead of a shield 1, mana 1. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. All right, 4 damage is fine. And then do I keep this? I don't want to keep it because the poet has the cantrip. Oops, I should have actually switched this item off. This item right here. I should have switched it onto the poet, then this would have been a cantrip mana right now. Oopsie. Oh, look at all this cantrip mana. Okay, great. So, what's happening here? We need to save the poet and the prophet. The poet could be saved if we were to hit the slate 4 times, which is a waste with that, of course, but I mean, let's just see what we can do with this. This is totally fine. Yeah, the prophet can save themselves, and then nothing I don't think is worth inspiring, so we'll just soothe. It gives a 1 heal and regeneration. The Troll King is just quietly healing up all of his HP, but hopefully we can work in some damage. This is pretty good. So 4 damage. Wizard has no blanks, and they're all fine with me. We'll keep this. That saves either the Prophet or the... Actually, these just save themselves. Actually, this is just fine. Whatever. It's okay. So there's 6 damage. There's healing and saving. Damage and a mana. Somebody can go again. This could be like 4 damage, I guess. Or a big shield. Why? Oh my god, why is the Scrapper not flashing? All their HP is gone. What is this, some kind of weird thing where the regeneration happens before the lightning? Do I trust this? Let's just soothe. Let's just not dick around. Let's let everybody heal and regenerate 2 HP. We win the long game versus this Troll King. You know what, this is all fine. So what we're gonna do here is heal there, put 6 damage on him, shield there. This shield, I guess, is kind of wasted. I am actually being pretty lazy with that. That's a little embarrassing. I don't even know if that was the way to do the most damage, but it should be fine now. My healing counteracts my regeneration counteracts the poison. No one's dying. Like, is this good? I don't think this is actually good yet, but okay, that's 3 damage. This is some damage. That's a little bit of extra damage because it buffs it. All right, we'll keep the shield. This should be fine. I mean, the Troll King doesn't have that much HP. There we go. Poison Dip. I do love me some Poison Dip. I also love spells. Although, what is this? Mana gain to target sides? What exactly is the plan here? Is there some kind of crazy thing going on where I can, like, spend 4 mana so someone's sides have mana gain, then I play it, and as long as it has 4 more pips, then I get mana? But then if I do this, I can use it again, and then get 4 mana again. But this can only be done once per turn to stop infinite combos. I mean, I'm tempted just to get Poison Dip, because, I mean, look, we're talking about poison in an AoE. I always take Poison Dip, and then it always ends up being not that great. I'm just going to take Poison Dip. It's probably wrong, but what are you going to do? Now, here, we're back to having a bunch of enemies, so I do want this thing to be doubled, so I will keep that. I think I am going to bring back my healing wands. It actually was kind of handy to be able to get healing at will. The Wiz rolled their worst side. Unfortunately, the bats aren't that big of a deal. I don't care about bones, and this does nothing, but that's 4 weaken. It's going to completely neuter the Prophet, and I have no way to stop that. Basically, there is a way to stop it, and that's if I hit it with this poison, and I can... Well, not about the poison. If I could just have enough mana for Inspire, which I already do, I can do this twice, and then that'll stun the Wiz. I think I need to do that, because I really don't want my Prophet to be weakened. I don't think this is worth keeping, but that's good damage. And we got a bunch of mana, terrific. Okay, so mana, ding dong banana. So do we clink? What if we clinked? Is this a single use? It's a single cast. So what if we clink right now? We do this, and then it generates kind of the mana back for itself. I mean, it's like, well, you might say, well, Boris, I didn't do much. Sure, but I never use that thing anyway. So, I mean, I got something out of it at least. So now we put on 2 poison and 2 damage on the Wiz, stunning it, and also hitting this demon, who is, of course, summoning an imp. This is doing some good work now. I could inspire... Well, hang on. If I'm going to inspire, why not just inspire this directly? Like, I could just do this, inspire, and stop the imp from being summoned. Like, how about that? How about that play, huh? All right, so we have a couple of pains coming out, which sort of sucks, and of course a couple of bones, which sucks. But now the ranger just needs 1 of these range sides to finish off the Wiz. No one's actually dying. At least not if they don't pain themselves. Okay, we'll keep this thing. that, I think I really do want to get the AoE. You have pain, which sucks. You have pain, which sucks. It's actually very annoying because this would have been a really good combo here. The poet, if they take 5 damage, does die. Unless I kill off those bones. Which would be kind of overkill to do with this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep that, but I'll re-roll. Trying to get something smaller. Okay, I didn't. So I'm just not using the poet or the prophet this turn. But we do get to, I suppose, do this. I don't want the wisp inflicting more pain. So we do that. And then we do this. So you get +1 to your sides for the rest of the fight. And then you can one-shot a bones. Like, for example, this one. And I actually can kill this wisp to stop the pain coming in, so I will do so. And then we pass. Okay, this should be fine. We're a pretty healthy party against just wisps and bones. At this point in the game, that's gotta be fine, right? Although the Scrapper and Poet actually are dying. Okay, this one shots a bone. That saves the Poet. This is fine. We're just looking for damage. Great, okay. So, one shot of bones. I'm not gonna worry too much about being like optimal here because we could just sort of one shot a bunch of stuff. Healing. This kills a bones, but do I need to actually do inspire to do it? I could just boost twice. In fact, let's just do that. And then we can kill that one to stop it from healing. Okay, we're fine here. Need to stop overanalyzing. That was just fine. All right, Agent. Super fun, but these two sides have pain, which sucks. Then we got the Barbarian, which is a bit of a problem. I don't really have any synergy with somebody murdering themselves. But we do have a lot of vowels in his name. This is funny. I don't have a way to block death. So that is a dead side, unfortunately, and I can't copy that because it makes it even worse. We'll take the Barbarian. I just think I can afford to take the Agent here with the sides being pain. So this now needs to be like a consolation prize for the Prophet. And I don't think that there's enough enemies here to justify keeping that on my Ranger. You know, I could copy this shield side over here and try to generate more perma boost. Nah, I think that's a bit aggressive. Okay, so I don't know how well this is gonna work, but you now, that's 4 extra HP. That's pretty good. Hopping all aboard the pain train once again. Okay, everyone's surviving, though you guys are gonna be very vulnerable to the lightning. You know, if you have the Barbarian and you're not taking 8 damage to deal 8 damage to somebody, then you're doing it wrong. None of that stuff's that amazing, so we'll roll. This, I think, is actually worth keeping because it, you know, helps the Barbarian a lot. And also all these other people who are dying. Yeah, that was shooty. Well, okay, look at this. Look at this. We get to hit, I guess, what? The Fanatic? The Fanatic is, that Fanatic is really overkilling itself. This one? I don't know. What am I doing? Okay, so that almost kills that Fanatic. Okay, fine. So then we do like this, just to kill this one. How much am I overkill? I'm overkilling it by 3. That's fine with me. Let's just overkill it, and then we can not heal it, unfortunately. That would have been a great heal rescue situation. We're gonna just heal it with the wand. And now you need to use, you know, your mana to protect yourself, and that, unfortunately, is a dead die. So I'm not exactly thrilled with this opening round because the Prophet is dying in a couple of turns to the lightning. The 3 pip sides being pain is actually becoming a major problem. Spiker hitting the wizard is a problem because I can't actually kill the Spiker, but we do get to save the wizard. That seems fine. Ranger, I want your, what's her face, your multi-shot thingies like that. Perfect, we'll just keep this. That gives some nice shielding, that saves the wizard. We do this, we finish off that Fanatic, put poison on these people. Hold up. Oh wait, the Spiker wasn't damaged, so this stays the same. And I think I'm just gonna hit the Fanatic, because now we know that this Fanatic's gonna die. I could Clink? Should I have Clinked? I don't know. Maybe this is the time to Clink. So I do need to do this first, so that doesn't get clunked. But we can Clink now. Does that mean... Oh, it has stasis! Oh, I can't buff it to do more boosting because of stasis. Well, that's what lets it be repeatable, so I guess I'll accept it. So now we do that for a bunch of poison and a bunch of damage and then shielding. Okay, I don't know if that was optimal, but everyone's alive and that's good enough for me. Now the Prophet's dying to lightning. Spiker's a bit tricky to kill because of the spikiness. Can the Barbarian do this? This is what, 8 damage? Yeah, I think this works because we could just, I'm not gonna calculate it, but we have all this stuff. That's really overkill. Great. All right, +1 to everything seems pretty good. And then we have this, rescue to top and bottom. Wow, well, I can't put it on these, that would require more item slots. So it would really be this. That's actually a pretty cool rescue possibility because that will let me generate a bunch of extra mana. Also, and then this item, I don't actually care about that much. Like I could even put it there. So I have the item slot. Then there's also this, if I get it charged up shield and I could multiple times it, that's actually also pretty good. It's just hard to pass on simply +1 to everything. What would that be? What would that look like? I mean, that would probably just go on the Ranger. Or I could put it on the Poet and get double mana generation with these cantrips. God, this is probably the correct play, but I just can't resist +1 to everything, because, you know, that's just like good stuff, you know what I mean? Okay. So we have, I'm hoping this isn't like the worst tier, or level 19 fight. It seems like it should be okay. We just need a way to kill the sniper early, and then it should be fine. I'm gonna keep this non-self-damaging side, because as long as the Ranger can roll a multi-shot, which is likely, there we go, then we're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna do this because with this, we can do that and then get some good poison going on these annoying enemies. In fact, the sniper's now gonna die. We'll collect a mana, we'll do this to save the Ranger. And now we can actually, what? Basically kill the Banshee. So it does suck that my Prophet's out of commission, getting weakened for 4. So my Prophet does nothing next turn. I guess you have these heal 2s that you can do. But now we're definitely gonna kill off the Banshee. Hey, you guys got some good attacks going here. All right, again, I'm looking for the multi-attack. Again, we'll keep the thing that's not doing damage to me. This healing wand is actually not as good as it looks, even though everyone's dying. They're actually not missing that much HP. There's our multi-attack. And do I roll? Yeah, sure, I'll roll for the shield or the boost, and I don't have any blanks there. I got mana, I'm completely happy with having rolled that. Okay, so we do this. Well, I guess we do this first. Let's try to finish off. Actually, this Basilisk is gonna have 4 poison on it. Let's get started on that one. Let's do that one. Everyone's alive. This doesn't even do that much, actually. But we'll save the Ranger, who's gonna be at 1 HP, and yeah, this seems fine. So now this Basilisk I can just burst. Oh yeah, I mean, this is totally fine here. Okay, let's not think about this too much. Can I just do this? Yeah. All right, and we are up against the dragon, which again, I say is usually a good thing, so I'm hoping it doesn't end the run. I'm cautiously optimistic. The Fencer, this has pain because it's a default 3. What's the word on the street? Is this good? I think what I'm gonna do is take the Dancer. Oh, hold on, maybe I shouldn't be taking anybody. I mean, this is pretty good stuff. No, because the multi-shot stuff and the double damage stuff is actually not impressive. The main thing I'm thinking about is this is a good way of getting rid of the Archer, and I actually don't have a great way of getting rid of the Archer because I don't have any spells that can hit the Archer. Like this doesn't hit the Archer, and that doesn't hit the Archer, and that. So if I replace the Ranger with the Dancer, it's only this side right here that will kill the Archer. That's the only side I will have in my entire portfolio that kills the Archer. The Fencer also, this is the only thing that kills the Archer. But in exchange for letting this little pipsqueak live, I can have 2 damage cantrip poisons. I mean, I think you just gotta go for that. I think if you're not going for that, what are you doing with your life, right? I mean, we just gotta make that happen. So it does mean I'm losing some cantrip mana and some shields, but having cantrip poisons here, and then this, which one-shots the Archer, seems really good to me. If I die, then it's probably because I should have kept the ranger and not mucked around. All right, so we're getting really badly hurt here. This is a non-damage side. This is good. Now, I have to give some consideration to just keeping this to start poisoning the dragon, but I got a reroll. So, wait, why did I get a reroll? None of these dice say reroll on it. Why do I have two? Oh, because you start with 2 rerolls. Okay, good commentary, Boris. Oh, man, this guy's a genius. All right, so we could keep this because it's mana. And then the dancer could just save themselves, although this is already saving them. I think keeping this is just a little bit too conservative. Try to, you know, roll better and stuff. Okay, so we're going to what? We're going to do that. We're going to need to hit the dragon to buff this up to 4. And now you can go whack and whack. And that was pretty good damage to the dragon. The question is whether I want to inspire here to do something again, like 5 more damage. Or soothe to kind of play the longer game. Let's go for a soothe. The soothe, I think, is useful because it counteracts preemptively the poison, and that's like the dragon's worst side. Okay, the dragon's doing the fireball again, which is a bit scary because everyone's already kind of damaged. And this is why it would have been good to have, you know, range attack so that this, you know, 2 damage is actually killing the prophet. Okay, I think here, again, this is the non-damaging side, so that's good to keep. This is healing and mana. And I think between the one that heals someone a lot or heals everyone a bit, I think that's better. And I'm going to roll again. If we roll more cantrip poisons, it's just so effective. Now, I think at this point, I'm going to roll. Because, yes, it sucks to roll, like, there's no blanks, though. And if I get this, I can kill off that archer, which I think would be useful. Okay, it didn't happen, but also I'm not, like, upset about doing, you know, 5 damage to the dragon. All right, there's a little problem here, and that problem is my poet is taking 6 extra damage. Yeah, there's no way that that can be saved. Am I just willing to let this poet die? Hold on, let me just make sure of something. Did I send my heal here? I don't think I did, actually. Okay, if I do this... and then that. Now you only need 2 bursts to save you. I see, this is why Slice and Dice is a game of skill. Because, oh, the dancer's dying! Oh, God. I mean, if I clonk, then does that work? Because that gives everyone a shield. I am, unfortunately, 1 mana off of... being able to do this. Yeah, I needed to get this caw. I needed 1 more damage on that caw so that it would just die instead of hitting my poet for a bunch of damage. Okay. The dancer is dying. This is the problem. The dying dancer. Why is the dancer dying? If I clink, doesn't that save the dancer? Oh, right, because then I don't save the poet. Okay, so either the dancer dies or the poet dies. This is the question. Who is going to die? So the poet generates mana, cantrip shields, and shield alls, but the dancer has these poisons, which are important, I think, for killing the dragon. So I think the poet is the one who needs to go. And if the poet's the one who's dying, then I shouldn't be healing them. So we're going to heal the dancer. We're going to... well, if I inspire the poet, does that work? Or is that only working because I thought, yeah, that doesn't work. I needed like the healing wand or something. Yeah, it's just always one off. There's probably some like really funky line that I'm just not seeing. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna put the shields on to save everybody but the poet. We're gonna whack the dragon for a healthy chunk of damage. Now the poet's dying, and I think what I'm gonna do here is just soothe. So everyone now has regeneration of 2. We're preemptively neutering the 3 poison attacks from the dragon. Okay, the dragon rolled the chomp, which I'm not thrilled about because I actually don't want it to do big single target damage, but it did target the character I have with the most HP. So we're gonna get healing. We're gonna do, no, I need to roll this. I need to try to get the poison cantrips. And this doesn't even save the barbarian, so we're gonna roll that as well. Okay, well that kills the archer finally. And I guess we'll do this. Okay, so basically what I'm thinking is we do that. We do this to kill off the archer. I did this backwards. Oops. We do this. I do that. Kill the archer. Hit the dragon. We brute force save the barbarian. And then we pass. So I negated the chomp. We're all pretty healthy except for the dead poet. You're doing another single target chomp. I guess that's probably fine. And I think this is it. I don't know. That was a tough fight. I'm probably pretty lucky it was the dragon and not something else. But I'll take it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. And I will see you again soon. Take care.